Let's see. Check. Mic check. What's going on, guys? That's a little loud. 1 2 1 2 check. All right. Had to do some updates on the old computer here, so things are all a little different. Man, I am so unbelievably tired. Like, everything from the past month has just like caught up with me today, because we're in the middle of not in the middle, at the very beginning of taking down all the Halloween stuff. Well, I missed several days. Like, I don't like missing days, I mean, this isn't exactly a job or anything, but I just don't like missing days. And I mean, yeah, there's a good chance I won't be here next week. I don't know. I mean, I try really hard not to miss days. And because I know that it's like 1 week can turn into 2 weeks, can turn into 3 weeks. I don't like doing it. But unless I'm like physically booked somewhere else, like an appointment or a show, or I'm out of town. Like, if I'm in town, I'm gonna be here. Like, I'm gonna be here, because it's way too tempting to just be exhausted or not have time or be tired. Like, I think that's one of the things that I talk about a lot with folks. That people go, how do you have time to do all these things? Or like, don't you take time for yourself? And like I said, if I did, then there's people be like, why are you doing this? Things like the other things that your time provides us, we're not getting to use. So stop taking time for yourself. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, the Discord. Yeah, some people love Discord. Some people are just not about it. So, but yeah. Anyway, after this, I am promptly going home and going to bed. I think people underestimate how many hours there are in a day to people like you and me who are motivated, stubborn, and filled with ideas. Yeah, I mean, I think most people think that their day is the 8 hours that they're at work. And they're like, oh, man, I had such a busy, long day at work. And it's like, 8? Only 8 of your hours? Like, there's so few of the hours of your day. Like, there's 18 hours in my day. What are you doing? Like, well, I gotta go home. I gotta cook dinner. I gotta sit on the couch. I gotta throw a ball around with the children. I'm like, nah, fuck all that. I gotta do stuff. I've got appointments, meetings, money moves, projects. Like, I'm just always. And yes, it's like skipping the day. It's exactly like skipping the gym. Once you say no to that one, then it's just like super easy to keep saying no. So I really, 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 really try super hard to be here all the time and not fill in. Now, if I could get Jake to learn how to do all this himself and just come up here like when I need a day and do it solo, wouldn't that be something? But yeah, it's good that you have Jake to pick up the slack when you're dragging. I basically of course he did not come out to Halloween. And it wasn't even a Halloween party. It's like we do the Halloween event. It's all month long. I just wanted him to come Halloween weekend. Like, put a costume on for once. Have a fun time. Like, he's like, oh, I'm so poor and I don't have any money. And I'm like, a guy that owns a bar. Your tab is free, my friend. All you drink is Coors Banquets. So it's like, it's not hard to keep you filled with beer. And he's like, oh, no, man, I don't want to be like, what if I talk to a girl and, I can't buy her a drink and I go put it on my tab? Nah, man. I was like, she didn't have to know. And I'm like, also, you're not going to be talking to any girls. Like, let's just get real. Just hang out and have fun. Just like watch everybody play pinball for free. Like, just come have fun. He is so against having fun and so against just like enjoying himself. It's unbelievable. It drives me crazy. Like, I literally, and I'm saying this freely on here because I know he's not going to watch this. So, I'm like, dude, just come out and live a little. You're so grumpy all the time because you're just boxing yourself in your apartment and spending all your money on Warhammer minis. Like, that's why you don't have any money, is because you're buying pieces of plastic that are $80. Like, I mean, like, I'm one to talk, I just I'm buying another pinball machine this week, and that's like $7,000 for a toy. But I'm only doing it because I know it's going to make money, and I also sold a Godzilla today. So I sold my Godzilla for $6,000. I came here straight from Santa. Look at this like drug dealer wad that I have. So it's only going to cost me $1,000 to get the Uncanny X-Men game. That's brand spanking new that a guy's only got 90 plays on. So it's just like, be efficient with your money, dude. Yeah, girl math. Exactly. A free tab, bring great value to diet soda. Pepsi free. He tried to make an excuse of no money and had nothing to say when you said it was on you. Yeah, like, he is the king of excuses. Like, I've always tried to trap him into just saying no. Just say no. Just say you don't want to. Like, that's fine. You're like, not my thing. I don't really want to go. I'd be like, okay, cool. The end. Like, I'm a pretty agreeable dude. If you're just like, it's just not fun for me, I don't want to go, and be like, okay. But when I say, hey, you want to go to this thing? I think it'd be really fun. Got costumes, Halloween. I'm broke. Okay, well, you don't have to spend any money. I got your tab. Oh, man, no. I'm like, all these barriers to why you can't. It's not that you don't want to. It's just like, well, this is just making it difficult. How can I make it easy? Ah, well, no. No. Yeah, just tell me to fuck off. Like, I'll be like, okay. I'm gonna stop asking. Less sweat off my back. Really want Jinx to come down here and watch the wrestling promotion. He won't. I'm just telling you right now. He barely leaves his house, much less going to Little Rock to watch wrestling. Or to his homeboy's bar, the biggest Halloween celebration in the state of Arkansas, arguably the state of Oklahoma as well. Yeah, that dude, he needs some Prozac. I don't know. I don't know, man. You can't help people that don't want to be helped. That's a universal fact. The Modus people love my bar. A lot of people love my bar. It's almost Panettone time. Getting you a fan. Did you finally? I can't remember if we've talked. Did you get that Panettone, the fancy pantsy, like the crazy fancy one that I got last year? Did you finally get that? Did I give that to you, or did it not get to you? Okay, good. Couldn't remember. My brain. The things that I remember and the things that I forget, it's a crapshoot, man. I could remember insane details from 20 years ago, or I can forget something that happened yesterday. It's nuts. It's a really good question, Vince. I mean, I think it's like the energy's there. I mean, he loves talking. I mean, he's hilarious. It's just the motivation part. It's the extracurricular part. Like if I had a co-host that was as equally motivated as me, but could handle some of the like advertising and promotion sides of this and some of the other technical stuff that goes on with this, it could be huge, right? You know, a lot of these co-hosts or these podcasts that I talk to, you know, it's like a team of 3 or 4, you know, and this is really very much a one-man show with a guy that does color commentary. And, you know, it's kind of like for me in like the Jason Sewell show that I do, you know, I kind of stopped. I am the Jake of the Jason Sewell show. I just show up and I'm funny and I roll out because I know that the director and the producer of that show, like, they don't want to take it to the level that I think it could be. And I just am not, like, it's fun and I love doing it, but the production value is not what I think it should be. And until it gets there, like, I'm not going to care as much. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a weird, I get it. But with this one, it's like, man, if I had just like one more person that was like really excited about, you know, the production side, because I'd love to have guests up here all the time and just be like, boom, guests. We got a guest on the TV screen. We're going to be interviewing so-and-so tonight. I think it'd be really fun, really to do, but I need another person. I need somebody in here to help me do it. Can't do it. Honey Dripper and Sinners DVD. Oh, nice. And like, you know, I mean, like the Crash Cast guys, that's a good example. Like they got nominated for, you know, there's in the Arkansas ArcCast, like podcast awards. We didn't even get a mention in the best film or entertainment podcast. Crash Cast got mentioned. And I mean, I love those guys. Arguably, this is a better produced show because I'm good at what I do. But they're funny dudes and they know how to promote. You know, they promote well. And maybe it's a thing that because we don't have guests. I don't know. I feel like all the podcasts that are out there now is like, today we're talking with a person that makes cupcakes, and we're going to talk about these cupcakes. And what it happens is this big, and I'm not saying this about Crashcast. I'm saying this about podcasting in general, where everyone, and I guess it's just because I've been doing this for fucking 15 years, so like it's weird. But hang on a second. Let's see. I asked pros about advice about this podcast. With your lack of time and Jake's like, I'm pretty much hamstrung. No, I get it. Yeah, I mean that I know what's holding this show back. Like, and it's those two things: my lack of time, Jake's lack of ambition. Like I know, you know, and the consistency, like the fact that we have over 1,000 recorded episodes and we rarely miss a show is pretty incredible. But if the show could go on every single week, or we could do little micro things in addition to this, that would be huge. But anyway, my point is, I think a lot of these podcasts that are coming out these days, we're going to interview this person that's not very well known, or somebody that is, and the person that's not very well known becomes a hype train for the episode. So they're like going, hey, all my friends, look, I'm on this podcast. Listen to I'm on a podcast. And then if you actually do bag a pretty decent guest host, then people are like, ooh, I want to listen to that, because it's like, there's a guest. And so it's all kind of centered around the guest to get more traction. A lot of the just content only is a hard sell, you know. Hang on a second. Let's see here. Boink. I'm pulling my deal. ArtCast awards and voting. Here we go. Well, that's old ArtCast. Where's the ArtCast nominations? Is it even the right thing now? No one nominated. Here we go. Nominate your favorite this November. Okay, well, that's old. Where was it? Boop a doop boop. Beep bop boo doop beep beep. Let's see, what's 2026? Let's take a look. Join AR Podcast Collab. I saw the voting not too long ago. September 20. This right here. Artcast Awards 2025. Winners to be revealed November 14th. Okay. Maybe this was it. So we missed the... Like, I've been to this. I've spoken at this before. And it's pretty goofy. I'll log in. See, podcast. They don't have the list anymore. Well, shit. I wanted to see the list. That's stupid. Podcast directory. Yeah, I mean, guests are fun. Let's see. Let's just pick one. Let's pick a. I think we're on here somewhere. A, B, C, D, E. No, I guess we're not. A, B, C. Did they kill us off this list too? A, B, C, D. We're not even on here anymore. Fuck those assholes. Ridiculous, man. T for, hey, that's a good one. All right. LMNOP. QR. There's Real Talk. Arkansas. That got nominated. QRS. T. The. Here we go. The. ABCD. She would have been right here. Motherfuckers. Okay, let's listen to Real Talk Arkansas. Listen on YouTube. Where to listen? Well, maybe if the links worked. Son of a bitch. I don't want to listen on Spotify. Connect. None of these links work. All right, hang on. Real Talk Arkansas. Boom. Okay. Episode 68. They've been doing this for this long, and they only have 68 episodes. I'm not here to throw shade on another podcast, right? But let's take a listen to let's listen to one of these guys. All right, this is the most recent episode of Dustin Yoder on Why Film Scores Matter. Here we go.
Welcome to Real Talk Arkansas. I'm your host, Cody Ford, with the Arkansas Cinema Society. You know, around here, we love movies, but one of the things about watching a movie is there's always those little pieces that we take for granted. And here at Real Talk, we do like to focus on different aspects of that filmmaking process and talk to different people who are working within those filmmaking processes. Without music, it's kind of hard to sell a film. You go all the way back to the beginning of film. You had live scoring going on with organists.
This is Cody Ford. I know this guy, yeah.
Early silent film vaudeville era. And then eventually it went to the talkies and everything. But even then, you still had film scores that came along.
And I can tell that AI
very
edited
rarely
this,
do you hear a film that doesn't
Cody
have
and how he talks.
some sort of music in it. The filmmaker may choose to be very minimalist about it, or they might go full George Lucas, John Williams on us all, which is pretty awesome to me personally. But today we're going to be talking with an Arkansas composer, Dustin Yoder. Now, Dustin is a violinist, and he has worked on several short films, and he has been a part of...
I went to Booker Arts Magnet School, and then middle school, Horace Mann. I had an option choosing between band and orchestra. I was going to be a French horn player, a trumpet, but then I decided to go with violin, and at that time I got a private lesson teacher, Eric.
So it's edited with AI. You could already tell. You can tell by how things are shortened. You can hear the cadence of their words. People don't talk like that. And I know Cody Ford personally, and I know he doesn't talk like that. So that's the thing that already bothers me. Overall, not bad. He's got a guest on, right? That's cool. People like that. Guests are neat. But I mean, the audio quality was fine. It's gotten a lot better since the first couple of episodes I remember listening to over there. But whoa, okay, sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, and that's like edited and snip clipped and AI'd and it just it's yep. So you can hear the like cuts and bits and speed ups and I don't like it. And I saw your comment, Vince. Like, I know you don't know me that well personally, but I think it'd be pretty much impossible for you to find a podcast and not listen, come away and think it's awesome. That's not fair. It's not wrong, but it's not fair at the same time. I didn't hate that. But, like, is it awesome? Is it like, oh, man, this fucking podcast is going to get your dick thick? Like, no, it's not one of these, it just feels so dry. I mean, are we like, good evening. Welcome to the Drive-In Speaker Box. I'm your host, Bo Counts. Today's show, we're going to be talking about movies. We all like movies, and they're an integral part of our time. But what is a movie? Today we're going to talk about it. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome back. Today we're talking about movies. Everybody likes them. What's your favorite movie? You can email us at movielikers.fart. Today, we've got a guest, JV McJinkles. He loves movies too. Welcome to the show, JV.
Thanks for having me.
Like, I mean, they're all fucking sound like that, dude. And I'm just like, and I listen to 1,000 podcasts a day, and I always try to find one that sounds authentic, right? Like, you guys listen to like what Mythical Morning, Great Mythical Morning, or whatever. Those guys are awesome. Like, that's two dudes that have turned a podcast into something that's absolutely rad. The what was it? The old Red Letter Media guys. They're hilarious too. But they're not even that. The production value is crap, but they're engaging and fun to listen to and talk to. And I hate the ones. I hate celebrity podcasts where it's like a famous comedian like smoking a joint, right? And they're like, so what's the deal with midgets? They're so short. I'm like, what is this? We're just listening to a bunch of like dickheads smoke weed and make jokes about like people that don't need to be made fun of. Like, go fuck yourself. Rogan style podcast, or what's the dude with the mullet? He has a podcast, and I don't know, man. Ozarks at Large is fantastic. Star Punch, they're great. They're phenomenal. I was on the District 3 podcast recently. They do a show with me every Halloween, and well, actually, okay. And I'm gonna hang on. This is bad. I feel like a jerk for what I'm about to do. And I really like these guys. The District 3 podcast is cool, but let me see if it's like a bilingual podcast. They're really, really, really cool. That's man, this has not been updated in a minute. Let's see. Oh, wait, here we go. Boink. Pull up the viewer here. Okay, so I was on this podcast. He came in and he brought his stuff down to Pinpoint. But the issue is I was like, hey, does everything sound good? Are we doing a sound check? And he's got his like Rhodes and all this kind of stuff. And let's take a listen. And they're great dudes.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the District 3 podcast. My name is Edwin.
I'm not joined by Migs or Elena today, but I'm doing this episode solo. It's episode 316. If you're a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, that's 316. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Only wrestling fans got that one, Bo. But joining us today.
Two cold ones.
Oh man, yeah, it's not too late, Bo. It's not too late. But hey, joining us today, we have the mayor of Halloween. We have the owner of Pinpoint. We have a master of podcasting and content creation. Joining us is Bo Counts for our annual Halloween episode. Welcome, Bo.
Thanks for having me.
I feel like we have to do this every year.
Yeah, man, I like it. I love the tradition.
Do you hear it?
Halloween's my favorite time of year, and I get to see a lot of my friends and a lot of my friends' alter egos.
But do you hear that?
And I get to see you guys and record.
Do you hear how like weird it sounds?
Stories and. It's a good time. Yeah, let's do it. Let's shake on it. Let's make it official.
Right now.
It's done. Boom.
You missed it because this is not a video episode. But
We sound like we're talking through like metal tubes at each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on?
And just to kind of, have a spooky brother in the community is a pretty cool thing to have. So,
But that's my deal. And yes, it sounds very tinny and like there's a filter or some sort of pass through on it. It's because you didn't get good audio the first time. And I think that that's one of the strengths I have on this show is that, I come from an audio background. And because of that, like, I want to make things sound good at the front so that I don't have to edit at the back, right? And so that was a thing with location sound that you always tried to aim for is make it as good as it possibly can sound on the day so that you can just hand it over and the edit teams don't have to go get a ton of Foley or put it through post-processing or do whatever. It's clean audio. And a lot of times I can, for me, I can hear all of those imperfections and they drive me nuts. And, don't make work for future me. No, that's why the show is live. Is like I'm not gonna sit and edit this. I have to make a fucking Instagram reel for Pinpoint at some point in the next 24 hours because I need to do like a video reel recap of Nightmare on Block Street, and I know I have to do it soon because I can't do it like next week. It's like, oh, November 10th. Remember how cool Halloween was? Like I got to do it now, and I'm just like dreading it so bad because like I actually need to do it here because I have Premiere Pro on this computer, but I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I hate it. You need to update your OnlyFans. Man, honestly, if I made any money off my OnlyFans, then I'd just do it all the time. But ain't nobody trying to see this thing. Nobody's gonna pay me for it, especially. Damn, I can barely pay other people to look at me naked, much less people give me money for it. It's crazy talk, man. Yeah, nobody wants that hashtag. No booty wants the Bo booty. I need some eye cream. Get this man some eye cream. Barely pay other people. Let's get back. The joke is like, I'm pretty sure I could be like, hey, you want to sleep with this for $100? And they'd be like, ew. There's no way I could be like, hey, will you give me $100 to look at the goods? That's not happening. It's not happening. Okay, just making sure we're not out here turning tricks, and I ain't no John. You know what I mean? No, so yes, I can hear the difference. But I meant not that everybody has the equipment and knowledge, probably not the money. Actually, his equipment was arguably better than mine. I just don't think he knows how to use it. He had a really nice Rode portable mixer. I mean, I've got this, like, let me show you this. I just know how to use stuff, right? Let's see, probably not the money, that level of quality. I don't know. I make content on my phone. I just got a cheap mic. Probably sounds like crap. So it's all in how you use your gear. So let me pull out there we go. Check this guy out. Like, come on, focus. this is my mixing console, right? It is an old... Okay, it's a Behringer 1204, right? So let's see. Behringer 1204 USB. So, whoop, let's pull that up here. It's you can get one used for $120, right? So let's take a look at the Rode Podcaster mixing console. Doink. $595. That's what that guy was using. That's the one he had that he recorded that. Be my Bo, it's me, it's Bo on the podcast. Like, you know, on that. And I'm over here using this thing, and I'm like, sounding sexy, you know, because I know what I'm doing. I can turn the bass down, or I can turn it up, or I can actually use these tools the way that they're designed to use. You see, I can. He probably had his. Let me make me sound like that. So like, all right, here we go. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. It's me, it's Bo. Today we're going to be talking about movies on the Drive-In Speaker Box. I mean, do you see how shitty that sounds? Like, and people can't tell the difference, right? They just like plug the shit in and they go, here we go, let's roll. And well, and you shouldn't use any reverb. That's the deal. Reverb is used as echo canceling. You don't create echo when you don't need to. Like, reverb is one of these very, very, very weird things that really, if you're going to use reverb, you kind of only want to use it when you're doing public audio, right? Like, so if you've got a big PA system, you got a band that's playing in like a warehouse. And so warehouse acoustically is kind of a nightmare because, you know, these walls are going to bounce the sound waves, right? And if you manipulate that sound wave to where when it hits that wall and comes back to your ear, like you add a little bit of that reverb to make the natural echo of a space cancel out, that's where reverb comes into play. That's the magic of reverb. And I don't know, nobody knows what they're doing. I would honestly not listen to that. But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't listen to this podcast. Hang on. You're not gonna listen to the Drive-In Speaker Box? The special edition? Oh god, it hurts my ears thinking about it like this. Like, let me sound like I'm like God intended. Anyway, ranting. It's coming from a speaker box. Yeah, no joke, right? But I mean, so it kind of reminds me of back when I used to be a photographer, right? If I could do this full time, would I? I mean, sure, that'd be amazing. Get paid to just talk on a microphone. I don't want to do audio work full time. I've done that. That's what I used to do. I don't want to go back to that. I don't like sitting at a desk. And look, I don't like staring at screens all day. It's funny because I try really, really hard to not look at screens all week. And then I come in here and then I have like 1, 2, 3 screens like pointed at me. Like this is what I see when I'm doing the show for you guys. I have like my OBS studio over here, my mixing console here, just like piles of garbage. And, you know, there's a backup camera there. And I've got my keyboard here, my Stream Deck here, charging stations, and that's like, this is a preamp, a headphone preamp, and it's not even a nice one. You don't need a nice one, but yeah, it does the job. And I got my mic here, me, and then, you know, Jake's mic, sound panels, you know, all around, so that we sound pretty cool. All the lighting, you know, that we have up here in the studio lighting that it's having a difficult time focusing on, but you get the idea. Whoa, feel blind and drunk, dude. But yeah. Oh, hey, Merle. Yeah. Lots of sound panels. Yeah, because instead of using effects, it goes back to what we were saying earlier about getting the sound clean on the front end. And if you can control your sound before it gets into the microphone, then you get better sound. And you don't have to use artificial post-processing or AI or any of this stuff to make it sound good, which ends up sounding mechanical and cold when you do a lot of that processing. So yeah, I wanted, the sound, I needed to isolate the sound. Actually, I gotten a lot lazier. I used to have over on this side, because it's a big space here. It's about 1,000 square feet. Maybe not, maybe like 700 square feet. But I had a C-stand with sound blankets on it to like really keep our sound, in a compartment. But I don't know. Fastest live show to podcast in the biz. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm like, quick draw. I mean, this show is published before I turn like literally 5 minutes after we end the recording. I'm like, shit's on Spotify, y'all. Have fun. I mean, I'm fast with it. What you got there in that box? A luck. Oh, what? How'd that even work? You got that Lux. Well, that's the for less part. Yeah. Jake's coming in with a Lux box, saying that his cinnamon twists ain't got no cinnamon on them. What's your shirt saying? Oh, yeah, okay, rad. Merle says, "Sup, Jake." Yeah, Star Punch. I'm sure your son will listen to this 15 years from now, because you're listening to podcasts that we recorded 15 years ago on the regular. So, Choco Tacos. They still make Choco Tacos. They just don't sell them at Taco Bell, right?
Taco Bell's never sold them. Taco Mayo used to.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, see? Jake coming in with them facts, some Taco Bell facts, that Taco Bell never sold a Choco Taco.
You could get Taco Mayo. I know had them. You might have been able to get them at Taco Tico.
I never ate a Taco Tico.
We didn't have one in Northwest Arkansas.
But I know you can get them at the store. To answer your question, answer your question, Vince, I went to the weird costume store and they did not have the Klingon suit. Someone else had bought it, even though it survived all last year being there, and then this year someone bought it, and I was like, "Damn it!"
I really hope it was someone that doesn't even watch Star Trek. They're just like, "Oh, I need a costume.
I need an alien costume."
There, yeah.
So that means I'm gonna have to get on eBay, and I'm gonna have to find one. Actually, let's do that. Let's drive that car right now. www.ebay.com.
We got a whole year to get a movie accurate one together.
Well, I've got a whole right now to look up the Klingon TNG costume. Okay.
Whatever syrup they put in that Pepsi is wrong.
Oh man, hang on. Whoa. I wish I could remember the brand of it. Look at all this stuff. Oh, look at this superhero 1987 Ferengi for $80. Fuck that noise. There's gotta be one like, hang on.
Yeah, if I had like a full-on movie screen accurate Klingon outfit, I would totally wear that all the time.
Men's deluxe Klingon costume. This is what we need.
Way too many dollars.
Yeah, it was $39 at the store when I was in there.
Forget that. Yeah.
You're like, I want movie accurate, exquisite movie accurate, and then I pull up one that's $70, and you're like, nah, fuck that, too expensive.
$74 for poop versus like
$740 for.
Yeah, that's where they start, is like $600, $700 last time I checked. But you know what would be sick is because you were talking about how chicks would dig it. I think if you were in a screen accurate Klingon outfit, they definitely would not dig it at all.
Let's see. All right, here we go. Here's a Martok, but you don't want to be Martok.
Oh, why would I not want to be Martok? Of course I want to be Martok.
Okay, look. Here's a General Martok cosplay outfit for $120.
That's awesome.
I mean, this one looks pretty good.
I need to get the gloves and the spiky boots.
Yeah, look at that. Look at
Yeah,
that.
That'd be cool.
Furry sleeves.
Get a duck tog. That'd be sick.
Yeah, dude. It's like,
One time when I went to a Star Trek convention and I met Marina Sirtis, when she went on stage and was telling stories about the filming of Next
yeah.
Generation.
Would you rock this one right here?
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, that would be sick. But she was telling stories, and she said in an episode where her and Michael Dorn
Extra large.
That's crazy, dude. Sick. So
I'm gonna add this to the wish list.
she said that one episode where her and Michael Dorn
I
had
want y'all
to
to see my password.
have a kissing scene. She said that he like growled while he was doing it, and she said that after the scene was shot, she said, "Was that you or was that Worf?" And that Michael Dorn just like smiled and walked off. I thought that was really funny.
Okay, here's
so what I'm saying is that since you're saying that babes would be into Klingons, you know, I could do something like that. I'm not putting on the prosthetic teeth though. I don't want to have nasty Klingon teeth.
That'd be, dude. I get a lot of compliments on my razor blade teeth.
Yeah, but Klingon teeth are like yellow and they're like
Yeah, they are pretty
diagonal.
gross.
Yeah.
Screen worn but sold. Let me go over here and take a look at this one.
Jonathan Frakes or Michael Dorn, who would you want to kiss more? The Star Punch. No. That's the answer is no.
Oh, okay. We just need the actual one from
Dude, there's
the show.
There's straight up no way that hardly anyone they got to be an actor is going to be something that I'm going to fit into, unless it was the Buffalo Bob, where he was on the Klingon ship and him and Michael Dorn or him and Jonathan Frakes fought. You know, what I'm
Look
talking
at the Paramount. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That'd be badass.
or Kern, yeah, like Tony Todd's Kern outfit or
You
something.
wouldn't rock one of these?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying that chances are that being an actor, they are sub 6 foot tall. Meanwhile, I'm a fully grown person, and I don't think that I would fit in a actual screen worn
Here,
unless
let's see. FX Warehouse.
it was the actor that played Buffalo Bob or
we go.
Tony Todd.
Klingon foam latex forehead and nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Well, let's see. 120, 140, 50. About $200. But look at this. You got to paint it and everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Look at that thing. You just be up in there like looking like, yo.
Yeah.
There's got to be another one that we can get. Like this one. Oh, that one's $1,200. Yeah, we don't want that one.
Merle said he saw a few Next Generation costumes around town. That's pretty cool.
I saw a really cool, like, one of our friends shared a reel of this guy. He was a red suit, and he had a phaser hole that had like little LEDs and one of those like tiny smoking deals, and he was like fried and got shot by a phaser. It was
cool.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Wait, okay, here's a Klingon assault group.
Jesus.
Uh,
Star Punch.
CAG.org. That's all headpieces and hang on, KlingonWigs.com. What is this? That's not Klingon wigs. This is black people wigs. What kind of racist shit is this? The link said Klingon wigs.
Yeah, I think it works for Klingons.
I mean,
man.
okay. Klingon wigs. Makeupstore.com. No thanks. I don't want notifications from this crap. What is CAG? CAG is the Klingon Assault Group, an international not-for-profit Star Trek fan organization that primarily focuses on Klingons, their empire, their language, their culture, but also includes other aliens who are willing to serve CAG. We explore the Klingon way of life through costuming, role-playing, prop building, writing, learning, and more. There are no dues here, and our growth is based on the communication and cooperation of individual members. These are your people, Jake.
I was gonna say, it sounds like cool people, man.
They don't look like cool people.
Sounds like.
I mean, I am now the bad guy here. I'm such a jerk. Hall of Warriors, hang on. Yeah, dude. Look at these guys. These are your people. Yeah. Bodie Gibbs.
Man, you know what?
Wait, we're Jake Howell. You'll be right up in here. Jerry Carlton Rice.
That's
There we
cool.
go.
Man, you know what's super sick about
Look at this guy. Denzel Miracle. Is that his real freaking? Yes. Is that his name?
dude, that vest is dope.
That vest is pretty dope.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do like the Klingon officer uniform where you have that like vest thing of all the pockets, you know, and you have like the bandolier, like, you know, when Worf is leaving the ship, and they have that whole going away party thing for him. I want that outfit, or like Chancellor, like with all the flair, so much flair on like the Chancellor's jacket. That would be so dope. Dang.
Unsold. This is original though. That's original prop.
That's for a background actor because it's the whole face.
Yeah.
Man,
It's wild.
Star Trek 6 is so cool.
So speaking of like being a jerk, and talking about people's costumes on I guess it was maybe Friday. No, Saturday. It was Saturday at Pinpoint. There was this girl that came up to the bar and she's all dressed in black, you know, kind of cute, whatever. And I was like, well, you know, I'm standing at the other side of the bar. And I was like, oh, what's your costume? You know, and she turns around because I was taking pictures of cool costumes. And she was just like gothed out, like black tights, black boots, and a long black sweater. But then it was a knit sweater and it said Arkansas in red. And, you know, she had black hair. And I was like, that's actually a cool game day fit. Like, I approve of this. And we started chatting for a little bit. And then this dude walks over and he's got like the blue polo with the red embroidered polo logo on the corner, you know, like his collar is a little bit popped. He's wearing a sweater tied around his neck. He's wearing khaki pants and he's wearing sunglasses inside. Right? You know, and there was another guy that was kind of with him that also had like the pastel-y polo, the sweatshirt tied around his neck and khaki pants, and he had the sunglasses on his head. And instinctually, I was rolling the dice, and I'm like, this is probably not a costume, but I'm feeling saucy because Jake knows me. And I said, man, I love your costume. And I looked at him and go, you look exactly
like an asshole.
No, I said, exactly like every douchebag whose dad has a law firm and they're going to bulldoze the summer camp in an 80s movie. And I was like, you nailed it, dude. And he's like, looked at me like he was going to murder me because it wasn't a costume. It was the greatest. I was like, what a dick.
Like he had the sweater tied around his neck?
Yeah.
For real?
Uh-huh.
Has he not ever seen a movie? Because that's like the douche uniform.
That's the douchiest, like my dad's law firm just bought up the Boondocks and is going to bulldoze this and turn it into condos.
We're shutting the mountain down.
That's right. The ski slopes have been bought.
No nerds allowed.
No nerds allowed, yeah. That all goes away the moment you ride in Troy's bucket. Every time.
That's pretty funny. Star Punch said that he remembers that in middle school there was a girl that played the Voyager theme while dressed in a Next Gen Science uniform at the talent show. Hey, yo, man. You know if she's like single right now or something?
Yeah. Merle asks, we got last question before we do the show. How did the patrons treat you? I mean, Friday was a beatdown. I mean, it was a lot of people in the bar. We unlocked the door to about 50 people waiting in line, and it was nonstop rocking and rolling until the end of the night. And then the next day, it was dead for a good part of the early afternoon until the game let out, and then we got just like a bunch of people coming in, like the night full of costumes. I mean, we had costumes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and some on Sunday. Like, we had people in costumes pretty much all week. It was great. One of the best costumes I saw was this dude. He came as Zoltar, and he was like, it made a huge box.
I saw that picture. That was really
big
cool.
dude. It was pretty badass, and really, really, probably my favorite costume that I saw. And there was one lady that was like a fortune table. She was a crystal ball on a table with all these candles around it, and it was really, really, really cool. So love that. Okay, well, I guess let's do this thing. You guys ready? You guys ready to do this thing? I'm ready to do this thing. I'm ready to go to bed later. I'm so ready for bed. Ooh, when my head hits that pillow and I close up my eyes, I'm gonna sleep. Ooh, gonna sleep throughout the night. No waking up, no setting alarm for me, no. 'Cause this is how it goes when I sleeping in on a Tuesday. Tuesday's my day for sleeping in. I'm losing my mind. All right, we'll be right back.